contours. And that's what this tool is for. So we're going to turn some things off so that we're only looking at contours. So we're going to label a contour. So make that active. Outline. Interesting. It's okay. Something in there.
I see.
Okay, so that's how you label. It would be.
So then you can draw a line across the contours, or you actually got to click on the contour?
It cuts the contour, takes a polygon and it divides it.
It actually physically cuts it, puts the text
Yes.
in. Can you draw a line across so that you can do 10 contours at once?
No.
So you actually have to physically click each contour.
Correct.
Okay. I see. All right, good. What else is worth seeing?
Okay. Oh, all right. Let's do this. Let's turn that off, and we can talk about horizontal and vertical curves. Let's see. So, profile. I think this should work. Select my profile and vertical curves. Now what I'd like to do, okay, start with the profile. Look at what vertical curves are. Find the length. Okay. We'd have to look up what vertical curves are. Vertical curves are used when putting in a road in order to make sure it's not too bumpy. Basically, if you look at the surface here, if you look along this green line, you see all of these, the way it goes up and down, where it's steep in places, where it's flat. At this point, our road is this blue line, and what we're going to do is we are going to calculate the elevations for the road in certain areas. I'm just going to start. Okay. The definition of a vertical curve is a collection of arcs where the height of the road is determined. The definition of a vertical curve has a point of vertical intersection, has a station offset with the elevation you want it to be, and the length of the curve. If I could bring up, I want to see a picture. I think it's the best. Way to describe it. Well, let's just start. I'm going to put my first vertical curve roughly here where this dips. So that's going to be at, looks like 50. That's station 50. So the first one is going to be at 50. I'm going to make its height the same as the road at this point, which is roughly 47 probably. I'll put the elevation 47.
All right, were you supposed to put in 50 there?
Yes, I was. Thank you. And my length is going to be for the curve. Roughly start the curve here at 25 or so, and at 75. So I'm going to make that length 50. Okay, so with that, let's see what happens. Okay, so what it's saying is that the new road, well, I didn't change the original starting elevation, so let me try that. Let's make our starting elevation the same what appears to be there at 60. Okay, so it's starting to look a little better. Well, you know what? I'm going to take that out. Okay, but I do want my elevation to start at 60. And we let's put in 20 here. But I'm going to change where I'm putting my vertical curve here out of 30, 350.
So you're basically changing the slope of the road now. Is that what you're doing?
That's exactly what I'm doing. Okay. So with that there, it's going to bring the road down. Yeah, for 60 minutes only one. So let's pull it back up. For one here out at 600 with elevation 60. Looks like 70. 600. Elevation 70. Length, I'm going to make that 100. The length is effectively the radius of the circle. You can think of it that way. Let's add that one. Okay, so we're sloping down a little bit, then it slopes back up a little bit, then it comes back down. So that's the idea of creating the vertical curves. And in this window, different information about the vertical curves that we created. The G1 and G2 are the slopes. M, that's why I needed that picture. So we've got a 5% slope at the beginning, and until we get the, what we call the point of vertical intersection. Now, point of vertical tangent. So I'm sloping back up again, and at the end, you're still sloping. That's sloping, that looks like it's sloping down to me. And that blue line probably shouldn't be there. But that's the idea. Once you have that information in, you can get your layout as a printout. So let's see. That station. 10. We've got 5. 2. Piece. Vertical curve. Okay, so that is 10. Okay, so that interval that I typed is seen here, so that every 5, it's telling you that it's a tangent or a straight line. So it starts out in a straight line, and then eventually it gets to the start of that vertical curve, it tells you what the slope is where it starts, and it's still on the curve. There's the lowest point of the curve,
I see. Okay.
and then it starts up again till it hits a tangent. So it's straight. And it gets to the other beginning of the vertical curve, and it's saying what the slope is there. And then you stay on that curve until you get to the high point, stay on the curve till you get to the end of the curve, and saying that it's a negative slope there. And that's your printout. This is some information that we saw in the window.
I see.
It's just a shorthand of basically all of the stuff
And now,
that's on
did it change all the surfaces and everything in 3D while you did that, or is this
No,
nothing? No?
no. This is just creative, or this tool is just added. All of that other, everything else that it does is stuff that is already there. This is a tool in order to be able to give you this printout, because this is what you really want. Okay.
Okay, so those are vertical curves.
Okay. Now let's see. Look at the horizontal curve. To do horizontal curves, we really don't need a drawing. I'm going to do, we can't, but what it's really for, we have to do a new drawing. Now, horizontal curves are based on defining a road by its using straight lines. So even if there's going to be a curve in that road, you still initially define it with straight lines. And then, I'm just going to do this quick and dirty. And then you specify the radius of the curve afterwards. I mean, there's some horizontal. Okay. So I'm going to assume that this is going to define the center line of my road. I'm going to use that. Okay. And after I tell it, it's going to look at the data, and it's telling you basically where the corners are. Where the corners are where places where the curves will be put in. So if I look at my first one here, I'm going to just pick a number for the radius of that curve. Let's see, that's -1, 1. So I'm zoomed in pretty far here. So I think 1, let's put in a 1 here. Works. Okay, so take the first corner and put in a radius 2 curve. Oh boy. Let's change some things. That's better. It's probably better if I did something else. So now that it makes sense. Okay. Let's make this minus 100. It's minus 200. So let's just start out with 50. Okay, that's the curve. So the Texas stone was big. Number 152. So there's my new road center line.
I see. All right. Jerry, I got to tell you, I've got another meeting coming up in 20 minutes. I need to wrap this up.
Okay.
Is there something else that I really need to see? We can maybe do it tomorrow or another time.
Not that I know of. I think those are the major.
Those are the main things. All right. I
Oh,
think
there is one more thing I want to show you.
Okay.
Let's go to create a new column. And what we're going to do, show you what you asked for. Insert file. Yes.
Is this what that customer was asking for?
Yes, it is.
Perfect.
And I implemented a filter, and it's the XML, land XML filter. And okay, there's a file that I pulled off the internet. Let's just open it. Some information for inside the file. So there it is. So if it's data, it's now. I just wanted to show you what's actually in that file. See? This
see.
data that was in that file. We don't use all of it. We only use the triangles out of it. So that, for instance, this particular file, let's see if we look at the application section. Carlson software. Okay, they created that one. Okay.
Nice. And then you'll be able to save it in that format and export it back into that file format? Is that the deal?
Well, let's do this. Let's look at our other drawing that we had. I go to one. I think it was one. One. Turn off. Let's see. So let's see, this was, let's do, save as. Now, when I do a save as, I'm going to change my file type to LandXML. Save.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah. Oops, save it. Now it's looking for which surfaces with names to export. And it found a whole bunch of them.
And it's saving it all on only the layers that are on, or
It will only save the selected layer.
a selected layer? Okay.
Yeah, and that's, I think, should probably change. Let's see. Okay.
All right. Well, I think that's great, Jerry. Thanks for your input there. That's helped me a lot to understand about what's going on here. I think it's I'm gonna do my best to create some decent movies that showcase your product so we can sell more of it.
Awesome.
Awesome. Okay. Thanks for your time, man.
You're quite welcome.
Okay. Bye bye
All
then.
right.